Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the Psukim, in the verses of Bitachon. Today is Tehillim Chav Beis Hey. Tehillim chapter 22, verse 5. Becha Badchu Aveiseinu. In you, our fathers, or the forefathers, they trusted in you, Hashem. And then David says, Badchu, they trusted in you again. V'tefalteimai, and you delivered them. So what is this double language over here of a Badchu? Becha Badchu Aveiseinu, our fathers trusted in you. Badchu, they trusted in you, they relied upon you. And therefore, v'tefalteimai, you redeemed them, you delivered them. Says the Malbim on this verse a beautiful idea. Ubezeh harvichu shnei devarim. There are two benefits that a person with Bitachon has over here. The first time that it says Badchu, that they trusted and they relied on Hashem, she'al yedei hayu betuchim, through trusting in the Ribbono Shel Olam, umatzu margua b'nafsham, as a result of Bitachon, a person is relaxed. They are calm. Their nefesh, their soul, their spirit is at ease. They're not agitated, they're not worried, they're not nervous, they're not consuming themselves up with guilt and the like. No, they walk around at ease, peaceful as could possibly be. And therefore, megudel bitchainam, the bitachon grows even more. When a person is relaxed, it's possible for them to gain levels of bitachon. When a person is nervous, when they're agitated, when they're eating themselves up with anxiety and the like, it is very hard to calm down and to focus one's mind on what is the ikr, that there's a Ribbono Shel Olam and HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the world and everything that is good and we have nothing to worry about. But when a person has bitachon and they become margua nafshay, their soul becomes relaxed and at ease and they are at peace, it allows for the bitachon to grow even more. And that's the double language over here in this verse of that first, Becha Badchu Aveiseinu, our forefathers, they trusted in you. They reached a level of calmness, of tranquility, and then Badchu, then they were able to trust and grow even more in their bitachon. And then what happens? Tefalteimai shebe'emes nitzulai, that through the bitachon that they had, whatever the situation was that they might be in, therefore nitzulai, they are going to be rescued and they were saved. So the Malbim is telling us the great benefits of a person that is B'teich b'Hashem. It's not just a good idea to trust in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It doesn't just help you to get the salvation that you want. It keeps you in a peaceful state of mind. It allows all the nerves and the tension and those butterflies that are churning around inside of your stomach, they begin to fly away, flutter away from you. You don't have to worry about them. Because someone that is B'teich b'Hashem, someone that truly trusts in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, they live in the world of Hashem. There was one of the great tzaddikim that found himself in World War II in Auschwitz, was Rav Gershon Liebman. He was one of the main disciples of the altar of Nevarduk. We know that in Nevarduk the Mussar was very, very stark. It was very strong Mussar that they learned over there. And one of their main midos that they worked on was bitachon, to entrust HaKadosh Baruch Hu in everything that would happen, because the altar would teach, in that way you will have no fear. You will not be afraid to do anything, to conquer anything, to put your life on the line for anything, because you know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one that is running the show, and if you're living for Hashem, Hashem will take care of you. So Gershon Liebman, who was one of the main disciples of the altar of Nevarduk, was in Auschwitz. And those that watched him go through the horrors of the war, when other people were dying and they were panicking and they were sad, Rahman al-Islam, we judge nobody who went through the Gehenna of Auschwitz and the Holocaust. We judge not a single person. And each one handled it in the way that they were able to handle it. But Gershon Liebman walked around Auschwitz and he was singing a niggin, he was singing a song. What was the song that he sang? There's a pasuk in the Torah that says, "Kashelo avadat es Hashem Elokecha b'simcha b'tuv leivav." The reason that HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings about all the destruction and all the Holocaust and all of the upheaval of Klal Yisrael is because we didn't serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu with simcha, with joy, with tuv levav, and a good heart. And that, the Torah says, is a reason why Hashem brings about the paronios, the hardships and the yisurim and the suffering to the Jewish people. So since the Rav Gershon Liebman was a Maimon, he believed in Hashem, and he was Beitech, he trusted in HaKadosh Baruch Hu that everything that is happening in a person's life, in the world of Klal Yisrael, is midah keneged midah, is measure for measure. And just as HaKadosh Baruch Hu puts us in situations, He could redeem us and He could save us. He walked around singing the niggin. And people would look, why is this man singing in Auschwitz? Because he was a man who believed in Hashem. And he looked at what it says in the Torah as being emes la'amita, as being the ultimate truth. And if HaKadosh Baruch Hu warned us forebodingly in His Torah that when we don't serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu with joy and with a good heart and a glad heart, Hashem is going to bring destruction. Rav Gershon Liebman believed 100%, and he trusted in HaKadosh Baruch Hu that everything that was happening was a result of our actions and our deeds, and therefore there was a Rahman al-Islam, so many punishments coming to Klal Yisrael. So the tikkun, the way to fix that and to correct that, was to embrace the words of Torah, to embrace the Ribono Shel Olam, to not wane in our faith, but rather to strengthen ourselves in our faith and our bitachon, our reliance. And therefore he walked around and he sang those words, Kasher lo yavadeto, es Hashem Elokecha b'simcha b'tuv levav. And he sang his way out of Auschwitz. For miraculously, he survived Auschwitz. He ended up getting his strength and his vigor and his health back afterwards. He went off to France and he rebuilt the world of Novardok, and I believe today there's approximately 40 institutions throughout France that are under the umbrella of the Novardok yeshivas, which he single-handedly went and built after the war. B'simcha u'betuv levav, with happiness and a glad heart. Have a wonderful day.